I guess we're live. We're in the shop. Sunday morning. Been up for a while. It's already 9:30. Welcome everybody. See who's around. Let me throw the link out there. Anyone wants to chime in? Been talking on the WhatsApp to all my buddies. So I'll throw the link. Let's see. Everyone's been texting me. When you going live? When you going live? We had a fun live yesterday with Stella. Those who didn't catch it, Stella, the lawnmower lady, went live yesterday in place of our friend Top Conquer. It was 2 p.m. Eastern time yesterday. Lasted about 2 hours. It was pretty fun. We had a good time. So hopefully I can get the link out there for Stella's stream, Lawnmower Lady, and you guys can go check it out yesterday. We had a fun time. It's a good time. So there is the link for anybody that wants to come up and say hello. Hey, there's Ash. Hello, Ash. How are you? David is here. Tom in Australia, 9:30 at night. Tom is here. Stanley, I haven't talked to you in a while. Piqua, Ohio. How you doing, Stanley? Motor Coach is here. Good morning. Nice day today. It's actually it's a beautiful day out, actually. Nice. It's like in the 40s. It's bright and sunny today. Really nice today. Adam is here. Hello, Adam. Yeah, we'll see who wants to. Oh, is that Klaus over there? Hold on.
Hey, Kenny.
I'm on my Chromebook, so it's really. There's Klaus. Oh.
Can you hear me, Kenny?
How you doing? I tell you, I'm on my Chromebook, so it's kind of choppy here. Can you see and hear me? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this Chromebook. I mean, even though I'm directly below the router, it's kind of. You get what you pay for, you know.
Exactly. I just finished watching your video on re-greasing bearings.
Well, let me explain something too, because you're Mr. OEM and all that. When I take apart a bearing, if I feel any crunchiness or anything, I fully clean it out. That one was totally smooth, but I could hear it a little bit, meaning there wasn't a lot of lubrication, and I could hear the friction of the balls on the race. So in my mind, there wasn't dirt or anything in there. It just needed some more grease, and that's why I did it.
What I wanted to tell you is that I do that so many times you won't believe.
Well, I know Pate, I don't know if you saw in the comments, Jason said, he uses the needle lube greaser. My problem is I've used that before, but sometimes you could either damage the lip, or if you pierce it through, now you expose it to air. So to me, the bearing race is designed to pop in, pop out the seal. Just pop it out.
Yeah. I do that. Some of the idler pulleys and tensioner pulleys, particularly the ones made out of fiber.
Yeah, there you go.
Plastic. They are extremely expensive.
Oh yeah. Yep. Well, it's funny. Matt Olson chimed in, Dr. Olson, about he does it a lot on chainsaws because chainsaws have a lot of 6203 bearings in them and a lot of Husqvarna chainsaws or Husqvarna. But this one here, the bearing was staked in, like ultrasonically staked in. So I couldn't press it in or press it out. If it had a retaining ring, I probably would have taken out ultrasonic and put it back together. But this one was actually staked in, so I couldn't take it out.
I mean, as long as the dust cover is intact and you don't have any dirt in there and there's no crunching, you can re-grease that thing.
I have one that's crunchy. Hold on. I'll show you a crunchy one. Hold on. Hey, take over.
All right, let's see. What can we give away? You know me. Okay.
Hank is a good friend. He's an expensive friend, but he's a good friend.
All right, time's up. All right, like this one here in a Toro time saver. Hold on, you have. This is one of the wheel bearings. Let me see if I can make myself bigger. Where have I heard that before?
You're already big.
No, hold on. Not anymore. I'm 34 pounds less. All right. So in a Toro time saver, you have these bearings that support the axle. Okay. And this is actually a machine casting that has a bearing that's pressed into it. Okay. And this is what they call an 8RS, which is 8 meaning the size and RS meaning single seal. 2RS means 2 seals. But this one here, if you look, watch. The seal came right out, meaning the seal is worn, the outer edge of the seal, so it will not fit in anymore. Okay.
No,
and I don't know if you could hear it, but
yeah, crunchy.
A little bit crunchy.
Yeah.
Now I can get these bearings for $1, but you have to buy 10 of them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this bearing out, clean it a little bit, and see if I can get it to go. Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if it's a 2 RS bearing and it has a seal on both sides, I'll reverse it so the good seal lip is on the outside, because the other one, it'll hold itself in the counterbore. I don't care.
Good idea.
But if it's a regular, just RS, it doesn't have a seal on the other side, I don't know if I'll use it, but I believe there's a thrust washer that goes against it, so that'll hold the seal in too. So I don't think I have to buy a new bearing. These are little tips and tricks and things like that.
Yeah. No, but I mean they're slow moving bearings. Even if they do have a little bit of corrosion in there, it doesn't matter. They'll last.
Yeah.
There's no high load on them whatsoever. Now, if it's the bearings, say inside a chainsaw, different story.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. But I re-grease those things whenever I can because they're usually extremely expensive.
Oh yeah.
And I've never had one come back within the same season with an issue ever. Mm-hmm. I've had them come in 2 years later when they're done. They're worn. But I've never had one that come back in the same season that didn't last the rest of the season. And that
because I stock. I mean, I got bearings up the wazoo. I got tons of bearings here. So
I'll be right back, guys.
Yep. In fact, do I have one here? Yeah. In fact, I have one right here. 6203 double sealed. So the one I did yesterday on the Idler, if it was able to come out, I stock them because these are in a lot of Husqvarna chainsaws, 6203s. So I got all kinds of bearings. Yeah, here's another one, FAG 6203. So I got a lot of bearings.
Now, do you recommend taking the seal off of like on a Craftsman bearing for the mower deck? When they have a grease fitting on the outside.
You mean like one of these?
No, on the
spindle.
Spindle, yeah.
If the seal is still good, and when you pop it off, the lip is good, and you can pop it back on, absolutely. But here's the thing: on those, most cases, it's a dual sealed. They make a mistake. They put dual sealed bearings on there, so that even if you pump the crap out of the grease, it'll never get to the bearing. So what I do in those cases, I take the spindle off, I pop the 2 bearings out, remove the inner seal, load them up with grease, and put a little extra on it, because you know what? You're going to be there all day using half a tube of grease to fill up that cavity. I've also taken a piece of tubing, and put it on the spindle to take up all that space, so you only have maybe 1/8 of an inch of wall space.
Right.
Then take out the inner seals, put your grease fitting on. Yeah, then it'll work once it starts popping out the seal lips. But right now, you'd have to pump 4 ounces of grease in there just to fit. It's a waste of grease.
Why I ask is I was watching a video and they say you don't have to take off the seal. The grease will get in there. And I can't see how.
Every spindle I've taken apart has not had unsealed inner parts of the bearing. They put a double sealed bearing, which is factory greased, and the grease will never get there. If it had unsealed inners, meaning just a .RS, like a single sealed bearing, absolutely. Pump it with grease, it'll come out, but they don't.
No.
I've never seen them like that. And I'll be honest, Hank, for the cost of the bearings and all that, it's so easy to just pop them out and pop in new ones. But if they're not crunchy, just re-grease them. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Most bearings are cheap, but I mean, sometimes it's a Sunday, nobody's open, you want to get it done,
Right.
So, but who else we got here? Rich Mowers and Blowers. Hello, Rich McCarty. This Chromebook is so slow. I hit the key and it takes 4 seconds for it to show me that it's doing something. Let's see. Mr. Clem is here.
Yes.
Yeah, but this thing here, this bearing is a little crunchy. I got to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
But that's all right.
Money
See
came in.
Uh-oh.
Let's have a look.
You got to get a doorbell like Mick. Ding dong, money.
Yeah. Let's have a look at this one here. It's a little windy out here. Sorry. This is the new GCV 170.
Ooh. Was that push mower? What is that?
That's a push mower. Hold on.
We'll make it bigger there. See, I hit make big. How long does it take to do it?
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah, see, not on my screen. Now it is. See, it just went big on my screen now.
And we see it before you.
Yeah. Now is that's overhead? What is it? Overhead valve or overhead cam? Which one?
Overhead something Honda.
Either OHV
Honda.
or OHD. Yeah.
I've never seen inside one of the new GCVs. Some people say they have gone back to push rods. I don't know. I haven't seen them inside. Hey Tom.
Hey Klaus.
Oh,
Thanks,
hold on.
Kenny.
Let me zoom you out.
No, so but this is the engine that only holds 0.4 of a liter of oil.
Oh yeah, that's scary, especially if you have hills or angles. Yeah, that's scary.
Yep.
What one's that, Klaus? What engine?
It's the new GCV 170 engine.
Oh, I tell you, the Briggs E-Series 7 something. Kenny, I think you mentioned about them. They're like guaranteed to start.
Guaranteed to break. Yeah.
Yeah, they take no oil as well.
No.
Why is Klaus big on my screen?
Well, I am big, but
He's beautiful. Beautiful.
Big man.
Literally. That's nothing.
No, 0.4
Well,
is nothing.
This Chromebook is playing games with me.
You definitely don't want to.
Are you still big on my screen? Because it's still showing you big.
No. We're back to the Four Stooges.
See, I'm showing you as you're on my whole screen.
You're lagging too, Kenny. You got a lag going on there, mate.
Hey, I'm gonna reboot real quick. Hold on. So talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hold on.
No, but it's you don't want to overstep your planned scheduled maintenance on those things.
Yeah.
With only 0.4 of a liter of oil, that's nothing. And this is a it's a 160cc engine.
Klaus, are they known as being oil burners like some of the Briggs are?
Nope.
They're not. No.
Nope.
That's good.
Nope.
Just as well.
Actually, I've heard a lot of people say that some of the Briggses are oil burners, but you know what?
I never had
I
one.
think no. I've never had a Briggs myself that was an oil burner. What I think happens is that people don't change the oil in them, and then when the oil gets warm and it gets hot, it gets too thin, and then it burns oil.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I mean, my old Honda HRX with a GCV 190 engine, I have never had to refill with oil during the season, ever.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Never.
I don't use them enough to know.
No.
But
Hey,
it's
tell me,
Anybody out there listening today, today's a good day. Go change your oil, get that thing tuned up.
Yes, sir.
Season.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I mean, that's what I've been doing this week, running around with my stuff all tuned up for the season.
Yeah.
Mr. Tom.
What was that, Kenny? Sorry, Hank, what did you say? I missed that.
No, I was just letting everybody know what I've been doing all week. And you asked last week what I've been doing.
Yeah. No, all good, mate. Good stuff. Hey, we should take the opportunity. How many people are in the chat? Is there a lot of people in there or not really?
Right now, how many people?
20.
20. Everyone should be hitting that thumbs up button. It's so easy to forget that thumbs up, but it's so helpful to people that create content.
Yep.
So give that thumbs up a smash. Literally now, stop what you're doing. Give that thumbs up a smash.
17 watching, 8 thumbs up I got.
Hey, all right, let's get up. Come on, there's so many people here. What I was going to say, Klaus, was those engines that say just add oil.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It amazes me.
It's because they burn oil. They actually
Well, that's
suck
what
it
I
in the
thought.
PCV and burn it.
Oh, they go through the PCB.
Oh, the
and then go through
PCV is
gas.
huge on those engines. It does burn. Every one I've taken apart has huge. The air cleaners inside have a big oil spot on them because it sucks a ton of oil out of them.
Right.
Yep.
Well, we were just talking about this. Apparently, Klaus hadn't had any issues with the Hondas. But, oh no, you said the Briggs as well, Klaus. You did say you didn't have an issue with the Briggs. I don't use them enough to know.
I don't. If I have an engine that is, it's not smoky or anything, but it does use a little bit of oil. I switched to full synthetic 5W30,
Here you go, Tom.
and a lot of times the burning goes away.
Exhaust cam?
No, EX, Briggs EX.
Oh, wait, EX?
Yeah, the EX plastic camshaft.
Ah, what's that got to do with the price of fish? You lost me, mate. What we
No, we're talking about the EX, and I used to hate the EX engine, and then I did those videos where Toro warranty or Briggs warranted the engine because it sucked the exhaust valve.
I remember.
What's called the seat fell out.
Yes.
I thought it was the cam, so I bought a camshaft to replace it. I took the engine apart. I go, cam's all right. So then I took the head off. I go, oh crap.
So you got that for free, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So do you use green?
No, I bought the camshaft. They replaced the head, the push rods, all that in a kit.
Oh yeah,
the head gasket, the head, and all that. So, but I didn't need. I put the new cam in, but I'm like, there's nothing wrong with the old cam.
There's nothing wrong with it. I've got an interest. I wasn't going to show it, but because we're all on here talking engines, give me 2 seconds.
So when
If you have an engine that is using a little bit of oil, try switching to a full synthetic 5W30.
Well, it'll still leak. It just won't smoke.
No, but you'll see that the oil loss from running the engine combustion is reduced.
Oh, really?
All right.
The
Listen
reason
to this,
is
ready?
that
Sorry, Klaus.
no, it's fine. That looks very Ryobi.
Very brave. Have a listen, ready?
oh
That doesn't sound too healthy.
no,
So obviously it's either the connecting rod's broken in two, or it's come off the big or the small end. I think with it knocking and tapping, I think that it's come off the small end.
Did you take the spark plug out and see if you have any compression, any pressure?
I haven't done anything. I'm going to save it for a video. I want to do a real video. But what I have got, if this is stuffed, if I can't save it, or I can't swap a crankshaft or whatever, I've got a whole different engine. I've got about 4 or 5 of these type of engines. So we'll do a whole engine swap and we'll try and get it running. But I got that yesterday.
Nice.
I think it's the connecting rod's come off the piston, off the gudgeon pin.
How long are we gonna have to wait for that video?
Just probably a few days. Just a few days.
yeah, he fixes them right away. Didn't he pick up something the other day and he just fixed it within an hour?
Yeah, he said all I had to do was the fuel lines, right? Just the fuel lines.
Yeah.
I just did a service. I just did a service on an old favorite.
Ooh, Briggs Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a haterette? What is that? Haterette?
Oh, nice.
No. It's Clippo.
Yeah.
That weird handle. Yeah, the crazy handle.
Yeah.
I wish
This is a Sprint 375. Doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah.
You know, we buy or people will buy Ryobi thinking, oh, they're a good brand. Like people that don't really know, just homeowners. They'll be like, oh, Ryobi's a good, well-known brand. It's got exactly the same engine as the Homelight in it. It's identical. It's just as cheap, just as nasty, identical.
It's the same company that owns both brands.
Sorry, Klaus?
It's the same company that owns both brands.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that, but that makes sense. They're the same parts.
Yep.
They're all interchangeable.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same Chinese stuff.
Mm.
And they
Hey,
cost more.
I'm having trouble with the comments, so if I don't post them on the big screen, I apologize. But this Chromebook is giving me fits.
Yeah.
I had to laugh because when I went to the dump to collect that, people were like, "Are you actually going to buy that? You do know it's completely broken." I was like, "Yeah, I know. You'll make a good video though. We'll get it running."
Shopcat, good morning. Francis, hello. David, hello.
They're the best ones. Those sorts of catastrophic failures.
Mom, did you get your hair cut again?
No, I need to. I need to cut it. Did someone ask in the comments, or have you just?
Yeah,
No. I just maybe it's the light, but it looked like it was like you just got a cut or something.
No, it's gone longer, so I'm going to cut it right back, just how I had it last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Hank, what is it up there? About 50? It's kind of warm down here, but it's windy.
Yeah, it's getting up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you reckon, Kenny and Hank? Well, I don't know if Klaus has seen it of the that truing stand. I did 3 cranks. I did a huge crank, a steel crank, and a Chinese crank. Did you see those extra couple of videos I posted in the group?
Mm.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah.
Huge.
You're a regular balancing act, Tom.
Tom, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it's nerdy as heck, but it's pretty cool.
Hey, for $25 or whatever, you got a hell of a deal on that 3D print.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Check this out as well, right? It can easily accommodate a crank this big, which was the one so this one came out of a 1940s Villiers engine, 2-stroke, big 2-stroke, and it was out of true by 0.08 mil, and I got it down to 0.01. And then this is a steel crank, and it came out of the steel engine after I don't know how long, years of use, and it was still 0.01 mils.
Where'd she
Still
go?
perfectly true.
Is Stella there? I see her.
Yeah.
Yay, there
Yes,
she
she
is.
is.
Yeah.
Hola. I've
See, I
never
can't see
gone
her yet.
on. I've never gone on StreamYard on my mobile phone, so this will be a new experience before my battery runs out any minute now. So
Plug it.
That was
Plug
quick.
it in.
Did she disappear?
No,
No, she's still here.
Oh,
Do you not see it, Kenny?
no, I see a black screen. I see her name, and I see a little white arrow that stopped, like she's frozen. Like I said, this Chromebook, I don't know what the hell's going on.
oh, did I go? I went to look at the chats because I don't know how to see. When I go to the chats, it looks like that it does it make me black out when I go look at chat?
Nope.
No, you're there. You're there.
Oh,
I can't see it for anything.
It's Kenny and his teenager equipment that's crapping out on it.
hey man, I use a Chromebook. Don't make fun of that now.
Sorry.
Yeah, but this was a bargain basement $125 Chromebook 4 years ago.
I didn't spend much more on mine, but there's an old saying. What was it? It's between the operator and the keyboard is the problem. Something like that. I don't know.
I see you now, Stella. I see you now. You just finally came up.
Well, Chrome always
Hey,
has
hey,
an update. You know.
Yes,
Mm.
but what I
Here
did
the- here-
struggle with my Chromebook was the one I used to use, which got really slower and slower. They have you can go to the Google website and find their actual end of life. They actually have end of life with Chromebooks, and they will get no more updates. So when I bought my newest one, I went to their site and tried to find one that had the farthest in the future end of life service, because I think maybe like $250 for it. Like a student version, it's got like rubberized edges, and you know, I mean, I'm sure if I sprayed acetone all over it, it would, you know, eat the cover off of it. But it's pretty, you know, water resistant. You know, I can spill something on it, and it doesn't seem to be a problem. So interesting.
Keep the leaky bottle away from it.
Yeah.
Yes, I took your advice, Tom. Thank you. I just uploaded that as a private video, and I
unlisted.
will
I think it has to
send
be
that to him and say, hey, give me a new bottle. So
Michael,
I think
he's Conker's on a cruise. If you really want to know.
Stella,
Yeah.
it has to be as unlisted, not private.
yes, yeah, I'm sorry, you are right. Yes, it is unlisted. No, it could be private, and I
It could be
give
private.
them
I do private
exclusive
first
rights.
until they copyright check. You know.
Yeah, right.
Well, when I do it as private and I send someone the link, I've never had them be able to watch it.
Have they tried to watch it?
By Mick.
Yeah, private just means it's not published.
Right, and private means you only grant certain people access to it.
Permission. Yeah.
I
Unlike
thought that
the
was
unlisted,
unlisted.
anyone with the link can look at it on an unlisted call.
I thought private was you can see it, no one else can see it, no one with a link can use it. Unlisted,
No,
only people with a
you-
link can use it.
Only the people that you send the link to and you grant them access can see it. But
What's the difference between that and unlisted?
anyone with the link can look at it. You grant specific people rights to look at it with a private
Yeah,
video.
because if it's not published, they can't see a link because it doesn't exist.
How do you grant someone permission?
Send them
Well,
the link. That's all.
Just try one. Say this video is private. And what happens is on an unlisted video, if someone put the comment on your unlisted video, things like that, you can't put you can't put chats, you can't put comments on private videos, and a lot of the features that you would normally have in a regular video isn't there, so it doesn't happen.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, John.
I see me twice on here, and I would love to get rid of me on the phone and see chats on the other side.
That's good to know.
Oh, I see how that works. Oh, this is stupid.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not. Does StreamYard have an app, or I'm doing it? through
I
Chrome?
just type in StreamYard.com. That's all.
Yeah, that's where I am through Chrome. So that's all right. I'm not complaining. I'm just learning something new.
Yeah. Hey, Gary.
Yeah, because if I click on comments, all I see is it makes the screen go gray, and all I see is comments. Hi,
Can
everybody
anyone
in the chat.
Can anyone see how many likes we've got on Kenny's video so far?
Yep, we
Thumbs
got 15
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Still early.
and
Some people
18
are-
viewers.
Some
So
people
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
Yeah, I've been doing mostly the WhatsApp every Sunday, Saturday morning.
Which is fun.
See you,
I
John.
enjoy that.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
I gotta open the door. It smells like bad gas in here.
Well, that's
must be that,
bottle
must be
leaking.
that bottle from UK.
Yes, it's not from petrol. She's talking about another bag. Yeah.
And not the occupants of my shop. That's not.
Oh, speaking of UK, hold on. Here's somebody.
Was that Mick?
No.
Sparky.
Oh, Sparky.
Hello
Hey,
there.
Okay.
Sparky.
This is Sparky. How are you, mate?
How you doing, Spark? I know you weren't doing too good for a while there, pal.
About a week I wasn't. Still rough, but okay.
Morning,
Hello,
Sparky.
Hello,
Glad
Lama
you're doing
lady.
better.
See, you took over Conquer last night.
I did. That was a lot of fun. I hadn't done that in a while, and I hope I did him justice. Let me put it that way. At least I'm pretty sure I did him justice on the what is it. So there you go.
Well, I was in the
What was
background.
what
I was
is
in the
it?
background. Yeah, getting ready for radio today.
Yeah. You did Dick justice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Hello,
No, Stella, you did a fantastic job yesterday. You really did.
Well,
Yeah.
I enjoy doing it, and I wish I could, put more time into it and to be able to do a little more regular stuff. But it's a very small audience. It's just fun. It's good for my audience that's there and good for viewers. And people want to come in and chit chat, which is what we're doing here. I enjoy seeing it.
You do.
You'll have to topple Conquer.
You
Stella,
like
you'll have to say-
some Conquer, you know what I mean?
Alright.
Some Conquer's good fun.
No, not. I don't think I'm going to do that.
No, yeah, topple him. Go for it.
Go for it.
Sparky, are you doing the whippets, Sparky?
I've got all sorts on here. It's automatic. I've got a foot thing. It's automatic.
I used to work in the dairy aisle where I met my wife in the grocery store, and the whipped cream, we do whippets. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whip it.
Get the nitrous oxide, or the helium.
Yeah, it's just like that, and that's the way it is.
There you go.
But then you
You've got, hello, this is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've got that one as well.
Is that John Clem? Clem back?
John Clem, no.
hello everyone in chat.
Um,
Yeah, like I said, I'm on the mend. It's just now the wife's not 100%. She's still got hers now. So
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going around.
tell us about it. So yeah.
Hello, Pete. Hello, love. Hello, Al.
Oh,
Hi,
dear.
Al. Brother Al.
Hmm.
You all right, Henry? It's up there chilling out. Look like chilled out.
Oh yeah, very chilled out.
Looks like
What are
Tom's.
you what are you talking about, Sparky? This is as animated as been all week.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we don't see Hank moving too much.
I'm just cooking at the moment. Roast pork at the moment and some homemade Yorkshires.
Ooh.
So, Tom, here is my
I
beefy
like that.
crank
That's
truing stand, and I like
lovely.
yours a lot better. Let me put it that way, because this
No,
thing is
I-
heavy, stupid.
No, I
You
like
know.
it, Stella. I think that's brilliant. I think
The-
it's perfect.
The only good thing about this is it's got a wide base, which you know
Yeah,
that's because of
yeah.
what I had to lay around the shop. But the metal is nice to put the magnetic thing on there. But yeah,
But Stella,
No,
you were
I-
saying though your cranks already have the bearings on them, so you don't have to worry about that, correct?
well, most moped bearings, I don't take. I mean, most moped cranks, I don't bother to take the bearings off because they never go bad. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's not. You know, they don't. What goes bad with cranks, like I said earlier today, is people scoop them up and actually the lobes will twist on them there. But no, I like your crank stand a lot better, Tom. Yours is a lot more practical than this big honking.
Well, I think the good thing about yours, Stella, is it's so solid. It's solid.
Well,
it's not
you
going
know,
anywhere.
and if I spin these things out, I could probably get a Prius crank in here.
Yeah, you could get multiple lobes on there. Yeah, you get an inline six.
So how is work, Ken? Then is it going well?
Oh, work is crazy. I got major things down at work. In fact, I was on WhatsApp this morning with the guys. I got a phone call at 6 a.m. It was crazy.
Did you change his voice, Sparky?
No.
What?
That came out really, really high pitched when I put my headphones in. I thought you were joking.
Nothing.
Who, me?
Yeah, you came out really like you're on helium.
Oh.
When I put my headphones in, that's so funny. Maybe it's a connection. That's right. Sorry, Kenny.
No, that's all right. No, work is nuts. I got a phone call at 6 a.m. this morning. It just, there's always something going. When we have major machinery down, it's never ending. You get phone calls all day.
Well, yeah, I've been on. I only do radio now 3 times a week now. So, but other than that, I'm just looking after the dog, just trying to get things done. But with what I've had the past week or so, it's just burning up my.
I see AJ was in the chat. How's Scotty doing? I haven't talked to him in a while.
Guys, I know he's fine. Yeah, I spoke to him the other day. Everyone's fine. It's just everyone's super busy.
Yeah, well, this time of year, spring and all that.
Well, I'm looking forward to my holiday soon, so I'm in a few weeks off, basically.
You going anywhere, Sparky? Anywhere nice?
Not particular. Every couple of years I go some places like Dublin and then going up to North. So it's just,
fantastic.
That's like a thing here. People go to Ireland for these shopping trips. Is it cheaper over there?
I don't know.
And no, the beer's better.
Very expensive. Dublin's very expensive.
Yeah.
Good morning. Couldn't resist.
But no, morning, Chris. Yeah, but the thing is, you see, when you've had like 2 years nearly on radio, solid, you want to get off now for a few days and have a bit of time out.
Gary's getting a backpack blower in. That requires octopus fingers. There's a lot of room in those.
They're really not that bad to work on.
I like that.
You got to take everything apart.
You can't have sausage, you know what I mean? You can't have sausage fingers for them.
My bread and butter, taking everything apart.
Actually, I have one. Where is it? I said, I can't move my camera. Damn it!
I've never had an issue taking it apart. It's reassembly that becomes a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where the real skill comes in, isn't it?
But the key is to take photographs first, then you basically put it back together.
Photographs are for babies. Just dive in, see what happens. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I'm relying so much on my magnetic tray to keep track of things that if a thing, when I was doing that horribly long video on that little steel chainsaw, and the little metal plate that goes between the intake boot and the carburetor had snuck under the little tray. It was stuck to the magnet underneath, so I didn't see it.
Oh no.
That requires reassembly.
Yeah,
Use a piece of styrofoam and poke screws and nuts and bolts in the order in your styrofoam. I've done that.
If I'm into the styrofoam, Stella, it means it's an engine I've never worked on before.
And I run into that a lot. I mean, I'm a hobbyist at true heart, so that there's a lot of stuff I run into I've never seen, so I get it.
I usually use a cereal box or something like that, and I'll stick them in.
But then I use
cable.
No, you're just talking now, Kenny, because there isn't an engine you haven't touched before. We all know that.
I know, but still, I forget too. I'm not. You know what it is too. Some of these engines, and it's funny. You think it's all the same size cylinder head bolts, and then you look, and there's 3 different sizes. Like, oh crap!
Yeah,
Right.
crap. Yeah,
Or
crap.
my problem is I take something apart and I wait so long for parts. Good morning, Wayne. Bye, Wayne. And then I come back to it like 6 months later, and I'm like, God, where did this go?
Stella,
It's
have you ever tried cable ties? I get them for like $1 for a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
And I just literally, I put the bolts in the case where it's come off, cable tie, and I put it in a box and I can forget about it.
Well, I use cable
Zip it back
ties
up.
when I take apart, like on a Lambretta mag flange on the Magneto side. There's like 7 different shims, bearings,
gears.
You got to get all that in the right order.
For that.
I do that for transmissions.
Take that apart, and that keeps it, because if you don't put one in sideways or upside down or whatnot,
that
that's
makes
an
sense.
easy
What happened to
trick.
Wayne? Did Wayne disappear?
Yeah.
What Wayne did a ninja. Quick in, quick out.
Oh,
Hold
did he
on.
come into the live?
There
Did
he
he?
is.
Well, no, he's still in the basement. Like I said,
There he is. There
Kenny
he
just
is.
keeps booting me out because he banned me from his live streams.
nobody's banned from my. Hey, Wayne, let me explain. Nobody's banned from my live streams, but there's certain individuals that don't want to come to my live streams. So.
Who's that, Kenny? Who's that? Who's that?
No.
I remember Linda. I
getting
remember
personal
something
there, Tom.
about me saying Top Conquer had one of the best live streams going, and you said you're banned. I think I have to go back and record that.
You would never ban anyone, Kenny. Couldn't imagine that.
I banned one person, but then I put him back, and he still won't join. But that's okay.
Who's that, Kenny?
No comment.
Tom,
I was actually. I was.
ask me how old I am next? Is that what you're going to do?
Stop being
was in my-
cheeky, Tom.
Sorry.
I was in YouTube just looking at my ban list, and I realized there's 18 people in there.
Most of my band list are people copycats, like Mick Mower 2 and all the different copycatters.
Yeah, there's a lot of those. No, most of the people I ban are just dicks. You know? Sorry, Dick.
No, you're right, Stella, and they are. I mean, people that comes in and start telling you what you should show.
Yeah.
That's a one-way fast ticket to the doghouse.
I give them one chance. I usually respond, often respectively. Only rarely do I go off on a tangent, and then that's it. That's all they get. And then it's like, okay, if you're gonna come back again being a dick, bink, bye.
Yeah,
class.
For, you know what I mean? That's what a magic button for.
That's right.
Yeah,
Klaus,
sorry,
I remember you had one guy who just wrote this massive thing out, and I think you were saying it was like it irritated you, didn't it? One of those things. It
irritates me that when people judge you on something that they can't judge you on.
That they can't
I'm a
do
hobbyist. I'm a hobbyist.
Yeah.
I'm not trained in anything mechanical.
No, exactly.
No.
Hell, I have problems using a regular calculator.
And I try to file a service manuals. I try to do the right thing. I mean, I don't. And
the thing is for me is that I truly believe that people are entitled to their own opinions, and they can they can do things exactly as they want. I'm not the one who's going to tell them what's right and what's wrong.
Everyone has
No.
an opinion. Everyone has an asshole.
If they're watching one of my videos and they're coming up with comments that are completely disrespectful or in any way deviating, I give them one chance, and like Stella said, and if not, you're out.
And, you know, and I appreciate constructive comments. Those aren't bad. Somebody says, "Hey, you know, I've done it this way before. What do you think?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, that's awesome." But somebody comes in and says, "You are so stupid," because, and I'm like,
"You're doing it wrong. Try again. You're doing it wrong. Okay, bye." You know.
I had one the other day on Reach, basically the other day, saying you can't play Motown, you can't play this, you can't play that. I just went ding, gone.
Bye bye.
Yeah,
but Sparky, didn't you pay for a license to play just about nearly anything?
I can play anything. Yes, I've got a license. I've got a license to play in Reach as well. So we've got no problems there. Just the idiots around me that don't like the Motown. I like a good bit of Motown, especially in the workshop. You know what I mean?
Just tell them.
It is what it is.
I just want to give a shout out to Boneyard. Thanks for the shout out to me in your video.
Michael Roberts says that he shouldn't wind up a Dane. That they tend to reach for the war axe. Good one. We don't get angry. We get even. Isn't that the term? Yeah.
Make a video.
And since I have the button to you can no longer comment.
Well, what did Ivana Trump say to her husband? We don't get mad, we get everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't get mad. I just get even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get even. No, but I mean, some people think that they can dictate what a YouTuber should show. I mean, if you really want to tick off a YouTuber, try telling them what they should do.
It's like that guy on Mix channel a few years back. There's somebody come into Mix. Within 30 seconds, Dick was on the actual button. Bing! Everyone's trying to get him out. And I was like, what the hell? They pounced him so bad. I mean, he come back in a couple of weeks later. Mick released him. He started again. It's like, what the hell?
Well, especially the ones that don't have any content, they don't have anything, and they're claiming to be the experts.
Yeah.
Right. And Mick says something. Well, show me your video on that.
Yeah. Well, you know, too, like when I repair stuff, people want it like now, and they don't realize an hour job when you're videoing could be a 4-hour job.
It's not that bad. I mean, I kind of have a good setup here going all the time. I can't show you because, of course, I'm on my phone, but I have it on a gimbal.
Yeah.
I have quick release. You know, I have another little tripod here, and I got quick release things. So basically, it's like just picking up another tool for me. But you know, if you only got one selfie stick and one camera, it's kind of hard to do, and I get it.
Hey, who knows the secret behind that selfie stick that's invisible when you use it? I've seen it on a few guys.
That is way cool. I've seen that on several YouTube.
Because I know Andrew Camerata uses it, and I see his arm, but I don't see a stick, and you know it's on a stick.
Yeah, it's called Blockout. It's called Blockout.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yes.
Is it a dead giveaway when I ask what the heck is the selfie stick?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say when it's a black selfie stick, what you do is you get the software like Lightroom, whatever. You can take it out that way. It's called blocking, and it just takes the whole thing out.
Would you block it by color?
No, it's by scenery. So whatever you see behind you or what's in front of you.
Yeah.
It's all AI, the thing that's going to creep up and take over us all.
All I know is I know what's an ugly stick, but other than that, it's
well, one of my buddies who's an avid boater, he wanted to do like water skiing, you know, selfie stick and all that stuff. So he goes and he buys a cheap Chinesium selfie stick. I said, no, buy a good one. They're like $80. No, $10. So first time out, he's holding a selfie stick. Phone falls me over.
I have my neighbor take a selfie of me.
Well,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, the chat AA
I'll
bot.
be right back.
I've been using that. The chat bots I've been using for about 3 weeks. It's wrote me letters. It's done me because I'm dyslexic. It's done me all sorts of good stuff. This chatbot thing I've got absolutely been brilliant. The disco list, right? I said, give me some 1950 songs. It gives me 100 songs
Yeah.
But did you see though that chatbot? There was a reporter who did
Yeah.
a report on it, and it started telling him, "Leave your wife,
Yeah.
quit your job." I mean, some of
Yeah,
it's kind of
go-
weird.
Yeah.
Go kill yourself. I think
Yeah,
that was the
exactly,
one that really
exactly.
they took
Yeah.
that down.
He told an anorexic woman, go and get some bananas.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's scary stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and she said, and then the robot said, go and shove your head down the toilet. And then it was like, what?
It's not
So,
good.
yeah, it's not good. But then if you ask it the right questions, you get some good answers.
Well, I presume it's linked. It uses words and it's linked to the internet. So then, of
Yeah,
course,
it's not linked. I mean, the Chat 4 one is not linked to the internet. It's linked to algorithms, basically, of like literature, basically what's out there now.
Right.
It'll be learning it.
I wonder if because they don't have, what's the word, empathy.
Yeah.
A bot won't have empathy, so it will just tell
Right.
you. It
Yeah.
will process a word and it will see
Yeah.
what's in that information that within that
Yeah.
word, and it will just tell you the answer.
Yeah.
Well, I
So if you-
think the real granddad of this was what, like about 10 years ago when Jeopardy had Watson, their
Yeah. Yep.
intelligent
Against Ken Jennings. Yeah.
Yeah, against Ken
Yeah.
Jennings. And that was pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Oh, by the
Buddy,
way,
how are you this morning?
Oh yeah, somebody's here.
Uh-oh, money.
No, I got a customer delivering a rider. Maybe I'll get back on in a little bit.
All right. See you,
Look
Wayne.
out
See you,
for
mate.
time.
Take care.
Take
See you,
care.
mate. We were
Just to
talking
let
about.
you know, I've made homemade ice cream this week, and it's Bailey's and chocolate.
Is it good?
Nice.
Oh, it's been fantastic.
No.
Mrs. loves Bailey's, and I like chocolate.
Now, if someone emails me and tell me he went into another chat,
Yeah.
no, I'm not saying a damn thing.
I didn't say anything.
I'm not saying anything. Anyway,
I didn't.
I can go on my
didn't encourage
computer and
that one.
look. You want me to?
Yeah, go on, please. I'm going
because that happened last time. Gotta go, and it Ken, he's over there. And I'm like,
Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah. I've been making homemade ice cream, homemade bread, and doing all
That's
sorts of
good.
things for 2 weeks.
bread and ice cream, unless it's like angel food cake.
Oh no, this ice cream was chocolate. It was delicious. I mean, the bar of chocolate was big enough.
I went to the bakery this morning and I picked up this nice big loaf of
Ooh,
rye
nice.
bread, right?
I
And
was
I'm
gonna say
I'm waiting in line, and the rye bread at our bakery is $6.25. Okay,
Blimey.
for fresh rye bread. And I turn around and there's a big rack and it says day old bread, 50% off. And I'm saying to myself, the bread stays on my counter for a week. So what the hell's a day, right? I mean, who cares? So
Freeze
Free
it. We do freeze our bread. We make ours.
yeah. My mother used to freeze it.
Yeah, we freeze ours all the time.
Do you walk in there, Ken, and say to the lady, "Nice baps, please. Can I have some
Nice what?
baps?"
Baps?
He
Yeah.
doesn't. It's an English joke, I
I
think.
know. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Tom does.
Boobies.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think
we just say the T word, then the owner would probably come out and shoot me. But that's-
Nice tits.
Oh, sorry, Stella. You know what I mean? It's an
What
English-
knockers?
No, every time I go in the bakery, you know me, Mr. Tipping, I always tip. So it was
Yeah.
$3.10. I gave him $4, said thank you. And they always, I'm like the only one. This is serious. I'm like the only one who tips in there. People go in there buy $100, because it's a bakery, it's a deli, it's all kind of stuff. I
Yeah.
always tip, right? So every time I come in, they like fight for me because I give them like the extra dollar or whatever. You know what I mean? So today it was a young lady, an African American woman, real nice lady, right? And I walk in and she like runs over, "Can I help you?" You know, and I was like, "Well, I just have this used thing." She's like, $3.10. So I hand her the $4. I start walking away. She goes, "What about?" I go, "That's for you." And she looks at the other one, just gives him a smile, because the week before he got the dollar. You know. So hey, I tell you,
very
it
good
doesn't
to
sound
tip,
like much, but a buck is a buck is a buck. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
It
yeah.
helps, and probably at a place like that, they're not forced to share tips either, so that's probably good.
Well, you know what it is? They have a tip jar, but I've never seen one of them put it in there.
No.
Well,
So.
it makes sense.
That's all right.
Stella, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
I think you were the first one who showed one of the new types of Honda engines on a channel.
Yes.
And do you know if they have gone back to push rods on those?
Is it
yeah,
overhead cam or what is it, Stella?
It does not have the little timing belt thing in there. So
But is
that-
it
does seem-
direct rocker arms
assume-
off the camshaft, or is it push rod? What is it?
that's what I assume they have. I have no idea. I haven't torn into that engine. All I know is, I mean, I guess I could look at the parts
Yeah,
diagram.
which one is it, Klaus? The GCV 170?
It's the GCV 170 or the GCV 200. They're all the same family. And according to Honda, they went from 106 parts down to 39. So I'm assuming that they got rid of a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Mm. Hello, Patty Performance.
Hey, there's Jason or Chrissy or both.
Oh, both. Yeah, I was going to say.
Kenny,
Yes, sir.
can I say a channel on here?
Say whatever you like. Post if you want. I don't care.
No, I was just gonna say Two Vintage. It's just popped up on my thing. Although actually it says.
Oh,
an
love
hour
his
ago.
channel. Absolutely
Just
love
bought
his
another
channel.
one. He's just got another one out, Kenny. It's a crashed bike he's got for cheap, apparently. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, if you like motorcycles, ATVs, snowmobiles, anything 2-stroke and 4-stroke like that, this kid, he's such a nice kid. He's in the Midwest.
Yeah.
He'll buy something and he'll go there with the negotiation. Guy wants $2,000, he gets it for $1,200, whatever. But always something wrong. Okay, he'll take it home. He'll figure out what it is. Once he didn't figure it out after like 4 videos, and then he finally did. But it's just he's a very nice young man. He actually used his YouTube money to buy his sister a 2-year-old Ford pickup. I mean, he's just a really, really nice kid. And if you're interested in fixing motorcycles and stuff, really good channel.
Yeah, completely agree. Just come out with a looks like Suzuki.
It's
It's a
push
Husqvarna.
rods, Klaus. Push rods.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yeah, push rods.
What would you rather, belt or push rods?
Well, I would rather
Holy
push rods, but
moly.
you know what? The regular GCVs has proven their worth with the belt, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
That's
rocker's
true.
right there. It's nice and easy, you know.
Yeah,
Can I switch cameras?
maybe.
Let's see. Gary Clifton.
Oh,
Oh, what you do?
we were talking about filming and how it can take longer than normal. I like how Nick does it. He seems to be able to talk to us, and then at the same time, he just starts the camera, then he'll stop it, and it looks seamless in his videos.
Yeah.
Well, I know some of them have a
nice.
remote control, you know.
Maybe he's got a remote.
So you're in the same thing as Bing Bing.
Hey, he's back.
I'm back.
Oh, we lost Stella.
Hey,
She's not in
Wayne.
the basement anymore.
We swapped
Gotta,
Wayne for Stella.
gotta collect the money.
Sorry, everyone. Joe's having a fit. So I'm going to go.
David
you,
Spark.
mate.
See you, Sparky.
See
In a
you,
minute.
Sparky.
So you
Well,
guys
hey,
ever hear of Mr. Beast?
Mr.
Yeah.
What?
Mr.
Yeah.
Beast.
Beast? I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, he's a philanthropist.
My nephew came over the other day and he said, "You ever hear of this guy?" And I said, "No." He says he's got 139 million subscribers.
Whoa.
I said I
Yeah,
couldn't believe it. Yeah.
He gives away
Jake was schooling me on that guy. I guess like if he makes $10 million income from his videos, because he gets like 85 million views in like 13 days.
130 million subscribers.
Yeah.
Have you
okay.
seen how much
And
seen
Jake
how much
was
he
telling me
spends?
like if he makes $10 million in income, what he does is he takes that $10 million and he invests it in his next video.
In the video, yeah,
Unbelievable,
he spends
eh?
millions.
I saw
Millions
one of
on
his
videos.
videos, this one here, which I thought was kind of cool. What's the difference between a $1 plane ticket and a $500,000 plane
Yeah,
ticket?
Jake was telling me about that one last night.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Crazy.
So I figured out how to flip my camera without booting myself. But this is the amazing thing. This is that new GCV 170 engine, the crankshaft. See, there's 3 different sizes. Look at the price of that thing.
Oh.
Wow.
15. Wow.
Doesn't
And that's
make
for a
sense,
crank
does
I
it?
can get, let me see if I can figure out how to flip my camera around. I can get a camera for a GCV whatever. God, you got to see how much of a mess my shop is. That same crankshaft for like the GCV 160 engine, I think, is like $35. That's crazy.
Ridiculous. Have you
Yeah.
guys had any luck with straightening crankshafts that have bent?
I will only straighten my own crankshaft. I won't straighten a customer's crankshaft.
I've had luck doing it on a couple of Bricks engines.
Okay.
I've never had luck doing it on a Honda.
I would just get nervous. It would break on the
I-
PTO end and take off an ankle or
I
something.
don't know if
Right,
the
and that's
No,
Honda.
but I mean,
what our
I think the steel that is made that Honda uses is harder.
Better. That makes sense.
Well, it may be better, but it's hard. I mean, the last time I tried to straighten a crankshaft on a Honda, it
Hey, Nick.
broke.
Yeah, man.
Oh, whoa.
The only crankshaft I've tried to fix was a Tecumseh, and I straightened it out some. I mean, it was way out. I mean, you could visibly see, the center nut doing this, and by the time I got done, it was still wobbling a little bit, but I could never get it all out. And I
Depending on how far off that crankshaft is, I mean,
Yeah.
if it's really that far and you straighten it back out, you got that risk of putting that hairline crack in there.
Yeah.
That's
and
right.
Spinning, it's going to take your ankles right out.
Yeah.
I do the same as.
It tore up the deck. It reamed out all the holes. I got the guy another deck, and after I did that once, I said, I'm just not going to do this again. It was just.
Didn't feel comfortable.
I
with it.
had one. You talk about crankshaft defects. I had one where the guy over torqued a blade bolt. It cracked the tip of the crankshaft, and while it was running, it came out and nearly took his ankle out.
Yeah.
Ah, jeez.
Damn.
No,
I
I
do
think you'll find the
like
Honda-
Stella. I would never do it on a customer's machine. No, I'll sell them another engine, a good used
Yeah.
one.
Well,
The
I did.
Hondas
like I
all
said,
have
I did it
Woodruff
once,
keys.
and then I said I'll never do it again because it's just too much liability. I went and bought the guy a new deck. Another shop was like $35, and then a year later, all the holes in the deck were wallowed out, oval again. And that's after I got it as straight as I could get it. I'm like,
Close as you could. Yeah.
yeah, no more.
Too much vibration. Yeah.
Yeah.
At $215 though, that's. I mean, you got to spend it. You got to spend it. But
For
Well, your
$35
Honda-
for a GCV 190 engine, because I got one out here.
They wouldn't be interchangeable
I'll
though.
do a video on it one of these days.
Your Honda crankshafts normally are short, and they're hard to straighten. Like it's
There's not
and
much
they
meat
got the
there.
Woodruff keys in them, so when they get bent, they're bent to the point where you can't even pull the engine over. It's bent right up to the weighted lobes on the inside normally.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
on the
that makes
Briggs,
sense.
like I bought the I
when
bought
they're
the-
longer, they're easier. Yeah.
I bought the Sten's crankshaft straightener, and like as long as the engine will pull over, and the crankshaft might be bent at the very end, 1/8 of an inch. Like the closer you go back to the center, the less it's bent. But when you measure it at the far extremity, it might be out 1/8 of an inch.
But Wayne, how far past center do you have to go to spring it back to be normal? How far?
Well, you do it, and I do them in 3 increments. I start out and I'll go past like 20 or 30 thou.
Yep.
But you having the right tool, Wayne, is very different than some shade tree like wailing on it with a sledgehammer or
A piece of pipe, a piece of pipe and a vise.
No,
you know?
this
you have
straightener
the right
actually.
tool in it.
Yeah, this straightener actually uses a bolt underneath as a fulcrum point, so that when you press down on the other end, you're only straightening out the very end of the crankshaft. And the straightener won't work on short crankshafts. I think it's got to be a minimum of 3 1/4 inches long.
Right.
Otherwise, you can't straighten it.
The right.
So you
tool,
happy,
the right
Wayne?
job.
Wayne, I got to show you this because I know you'd appreciate that. Look at this thing.
That's the 30-inch. Is that a
That's
company?
that's a meter and 10 width. No, it's a Stiga.
That's a front deck.
okay.
Right? Front
Oh,
deck.
that's like
Yes,
the one that the Bolins that Jake, the one Jake just did.
Yeah, just a newer and
Wow.
upgraded. This one is a beast. It's all-wheel drive, hydraulic all-wheel drive. It's
What do they
got
want you to
powers-
do? What do they want you to do, Clint?
Make it run right.
Oh, it's not running good.
Yeah.
But the thing is, now it's big, right? It's got a huge deck. It's 4-wheel drive, and look what engine is in it. I know the stickers. Can you guys see the engine?
Yeah.
Briggs.
Briggs.
It's a single cylinder. What? 15, 16, 17, 18 horse.
Yeah.
No biggie. That's
Mick,
all this thing
I'm
needs.
trying to bring you up, Mick. Hold on.
That's all you need is a good 12 flathead. And
Because I mean, this engine runs a hydraulic pump for the hydro, and it runs, and it's very geared. A belt. There's 3 belts up to the cutting deck. It's really nice. It's
Now,
a
do
nice
they-
machine.
Does that still have the cables that allow it to do the pivoting?
It's actually chains.
Oh, now they're using chains? Because the one we did, it was cables.
Yeah, the smaller ones use cables, but
Yeah.
can you guys see this bundle of
Oh yeah, what,
There
I
we
just saw it.
Can you see? Look at that
Yeah.
bundle of wires and hoses
Yeah.
and
Oh, that looks like fun.
wow, yeah,
That's
yeah.
like driving a forklift around with all that big.
It
long-
is, and the steering is power steering. So you can
Wow.
just yeah.
So what's
good.
that
It's all
thing
wheel-
sell for?
It's expensive.
Uh,
Yes, it's
Hey,
expensive. This
Mick,
is
I
pro.
put it. I
This
put a
is,
bit. Good.
this is pro equipment,
Mick, I
But
put a
yeah.
video for Riley on the WhatsApp.
and of course, LED lighting
Oh, lovely. That's really nice.
in case you want to mow in the dark. I don't know.
What is that US, Klaus? About $7,000-8,000?
I have no clue. Let me go look it up. It's expensive.
While you're
Hey,
looking
Mick.
it up, Klaus, Wayne, you are happy straightening crankshafts for customers, are you, with that correct machine?
Yeah, they don't get any, there's no warranty on it, and they sign a liability waiver if they
Oh,
want
But yeah,
to
but
straighten it.
It's the right tool for
Nice.
the right job. You know,
Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
No,
of course,
we're
of
not.
course.
Like I won't do one. I did one for ourselves with a 4-pound sledge, but
Yeah.
but you're doing a lot of damage when you're wailing on
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah.
But with
Yeah.
this thing, you're only bending that end.
Right
bad
where it
air.
needs to
It's
be.
supported
Yeah.
from underneath, so you're just working on that. I don't know, maybe 2 inches of crankshaft on the outside.
So what do they retail for, the proper tools?
Our cost for that straightener from Stens is about 500 Canadian, and it
Right.
lists for 1,000.
Wow.
So if
I
you
mean,
go on Amazon,
yeah.
they're selling them for over $1,000.
Gosh.
I
You can
mean,
make your
and-
money back if you get across
you
enough.
need
Do
those,
you come?
you need those
Yeah,
pushing.
I've already done 3, so it's basically paid. It's almost paid for itself.
Right.
They're on ones that we're going to resell, and they've got absolutely no vibration whatsoever,
Really?
None.
Nice.
and they're
Nice.
within 10 thousandths of an inch.
Nice.
10
So
thou.
with 10 thou, you get no
0.2.
vibration.
Ah, it's nothing. Yeah, you got more movement in the bearing.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't, but yeah, it's nothing. Good work. Yeah, nice.
Mick,
That thing is around $12,000.
Yeah,
there's the
that's
crank-
it,
Yeah.
Kenny.
Is that it, Kenny?
Yeah, here that's 495 US.
Yeah, I
And
think.
you could build it if you got a
Yeah.
picture of it. You could basically fabricate
could.
it yourself.
Didn't Bob
Yeah.
do his own double wide 6? I thought he didn't. He build his own.
I don't know. I know one guy locally. He did one using an I-beam, big I-beam, and supported it.
Mick, we're,
If it isn't Mick Smowers. Hello, sir.
Hi. Did you want to say something, Stella? Whilst all the other 6 were yabbering?
Terrible, mate. Terrible.
She left. Where'd she go?
No, she's there.
She tried to butt in twice, but Wayne was taking over as usual. So
Oh, here we go.
She's
couldn't get,
still there.
couldn't get
on
a
the
word in
screen.
sideways.
She's still there on the screen. Look, she's
She
on the
went
right
to
hand
I
side.
can see her ponytail. I think.
She's
No,
not
no,
getting
no.
a Guinness.
No, she's crying because she couldn't get a word in edgeways because Wayne was yakking.
I
There
just put it in the chat. So
There was a time when Wayne used to come up and not say nothing, but now it's like someone's put 10p in him, pulled the old arm down, and away he goes. Look.
You should have been
For some
on
reason,
earlier.
I think Stella is a little more thick-skinned than that. Yeah, exactly.
Lovely to see you again, Mick.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look.
Hey, Stella, what's a video?
yeah, what's a bit?
Oh, come on. Where's the fan button? Do I need to write a wall of text?
Well, it's like, is that like aluminium?
funny, but I spelled it right.
What are you guys talking about?
Now,
Still
now
did a typo, and
Oh,
you know this group.
someone
my
jumped on it
fingers
right away.
don't move as fast as my brain. Let me put it that way.
I just want to say it's nice to see you back, Nick. We haven't seen you in a few days, other than those little clips. So welcome back.
Yeah, just been busy doing some family stuff, which has been lovely.
Yeah, look good, mate.
You can just upload it onto WhatsApp still. That'll be fine, darling.
Oh, and that's good. Well, it's there, so I
Yeah,
hope you
yeah,
enjoy
no
it.
drama. Yeah, we took Riley Boy off to Alton Towers, just for one night, and then off to CBeebies Land Hotel. So yeah, absolutely love that. It's brilliant. We had a nice time with it, darling. Very nice time. So, yes, Riley. I'm talking to Ken. Ken.
Tell him I said hello. Tell Riley I said hello.
We're on the street here. You can hear. Oh, we're on the StreamYard. On StreamYard here. You know, Ken, Klaus, Hank, Stella, some old boy, Tom, and
hey, Riley.
Riley.
Hi, Riley.
He's topless again.
He never wears any clothes.
Where's he get that from?
I don't know why Mrs. P buys him clothes. He don't wear any. Yeah, he's okay.
I just like how he goes right into YouTube mode. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. As soon as there's a camera, he's like, "Hi guys, welcome to Riley's show. It's
Like-
me, Riley."
it's hilarious. I love it.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get a camera past him without him seeing it.
Oh,
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, we had a lovely time. It's only problem is it's a long way to go. It is a long old way for us.
So what, 4 or 5 hours? Is that what it was?
It took us 4 hours to get there, 5 hours to get back on the south coast. Yeah.
How did Riley do?
On the way up, do you know what? He was good. For all his additional needs and the problems that he has in life, he did okay. I can't complain.
And you stopped halfway. You got food.
Look, if you take any child to any big amusement park and you're going to put them in a car for 3 hours first, you know what you're going to get on the way up, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
To be fair, he managed quite well. Can't really
How did his parents do?
Well, my better half fell asleep on the way back home. My navigator, after telling me to come off at the wrong junction, and then we had to spend about an extra hour and a half in traffic. Not going to mention any of that. But no, it was good. The only thing is, as always, is that you go to these sort of places and you end up spending money because
Would you say the price of drinks or something?
Yeah, for a pint of Guinness and a large white wine was £16.50. £16.50.
A lot of money.
Bloody hell!
I bought, and that was at 4 o'clock in the afternoon when we turned up. First thing we went to was a bar, so that's what sort of day we had. So when I come back to the table, old Mrs. P took a glass and I went, "Oh, sip it, don't gulp it." Yeah, that's good.
That's £3 you just drunk in that mouthful.
That's like my wife with a cappuccino. Takes her 29 minutes to drink it.
What about the times where she leaves it for the next day or two? She gets her money worth out of that.
Yeah, how many of you people would ever get a cup of coffee from Dunkin' Donuts with cream and sugar, leave it on your counter for 3 days, skim off the pudding after you put it in the microwave, and then drink it? That's what my wife does. I'm serious. It's
just crazy. Crazy.
It's like pudding. It's like a pudding on the top, you know?
Oh, and she doesn't get sick from it is what's amazing.
Who knows? I don't know.
Hey, I got a question that's sort of related to this. When I if I go hike camp, like taking a whiz or something, how do I get my logo in there instead of a C?
Oh yeah.
You have to go on to go down the bottom, Klaus, and there'd be a thing that says if you touch your little you down below in the basement, top right hand corner of that box, it'll say edit avatar. Go into edit avatar, and it'll take you off to your computer where you can find your logo and upload your avatar.
Nice. Thanks.
Yeah, good. Let me
Thanks,
see if
Mick.
I can-
I'll try that out. Yeah, I'm on my phone now, but I'll try it on the computer
To
next
be
time.
fair, to be fair, I prefer just the letter C.
Yeah, but see, I got this logo thing going. that I
Yeah,
kinda wanna-
yeah. No one's really interested in that.
Yeah, I know, but just to amuse me, I kind of want it. You know?
See, on my Chromebook here, it goes to the generic, but any other StreamYard, it goes to my logo.
Yeah, you got a crappy computer. We know. Sorry, Kenny.
All right. I do it for you guys and gals.
Kenny, you should have been like, that's all right, and then just put him in the basement for a minute.
Yeah, but you know what?
computer,
By the
you-
time I hit the key time, it'd be 6 minutes before he went in the basement.
when we're on Saturdays, I have a laptop. I basically only use it for live streams, and it had this thing that right in the middle, it'll shut down, like black screen, done. I had to reboot, and that's all nice and dandy when the stream is running. But if you're in the after party, you're out.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. The host is gone. Yeah.
Yeah, and for some reason that just, I mean, I didn't pay much for that computer, and it's a good computer. It just, the last time it happened, I had a meltdown. I went right in on, and I ordered a new one. so now I've got, because it is so annoying. I mean, the last time I was talking to Bruce, and we were chewing the fat, and in the after party, everybody else had left, and we were yabbity, 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 and gone.
No.
So yeah, I had to go buy. But we have a thing here. It's a company called Refurb, and they sell secondhand equipment, laptops, phones, whatever, computers. And you can get. I got a Lenovo, nice little 15-inch screen for $200. And they say it's used, but you know what? You can't tell from looking on it that it's used. It may have been turned on at some point, but it's, and they guarantee minimum 80% battery life, 2 years warranty on it.
Can't beat that. Talking about
no, you
going
can't.
blank. Sorry, Klaus.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Wayne, when the screen went blank for you, I don't know whose live chat it was, but you basically held fort for like 5 minutes, and Stella
was
told me
Conker.
about it.
That was
Was it
that
Conker's
Conker.
screen?
That was
Conker's
Conker.
one.
Conker went tits up on his computer, and
yeah.
all of a sudden there was just Wayne.
Wayne.
And Wayne carried it on for 20 minutes straight, and he did a fantastic job. He looked a little stressed, but he carried through. It was absolutely fantastic.
Well,
Well
the
done,
worst
Wayne.
thing was sitting there and having dead air.
Yeah, there was.
Oh, well done, man.
Yeah, you had dead air because the rest of us weren't there, right?
Yeah, and I didn't know what it would happen if I went off. What happened to the stream? Does it still
Yeah.
keep going forever?
Yeah.
You
It
did
will.
fan-
Yeah, it will.
you
Until
did
the
fantastic.
host
Wayne,
shuts it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wayne, you did a great job on that. That was absolutely fantastic.
Answering comments and chatting.
And Conker was sweating and punching things and talking to Mick things and all kinds of, and Wayne just moseyed on. Yeah, no problem. La 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 la, la. You know, it
And
was
then I think
fantastic.
Conker came back on his telephone, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant.
Conker had the blue screen of death or something. I don't know
Yeah.
what it was, but
I call it the
It's still-
Conker curse.
It still doesn't beat the best live stream.
Oh, please. I know what he's going to say.
The best live stream balls up was when Ken invited up some person who was trolling him with pornographic images, and then Ken dumped himself out of the stream twice.
But I got defended. Christina. No, but Christina defended me, I heard. I didn't hear it, but I hear she defended me really well.
That's so funny. So someone,
but
Mick, can you say that one
it
more
was
time?
the fact. It was the fact that he did it once and took him about 20 minutes to find out how to come back into a stream, and then he come back up and right, boom, and he
Well, yeah,
disappeared again.
because he was saying that he was Thomas Andrew, on the bottom. It said Thomas Andrew, and I didn't realize you could type in whatever name you wanted. So I saw Thomas Andrew, and I clicked on it, and this guy's son of a blah, 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 blah. He starts swearing, new images, and I'm like this. I'm like, I didn't know what the hell to do. And I killed myself. And I was out on my deck. I had the Chromebook on my deck sitting there, and I'd only done like 3 or 4 StreamYards. I'm like, what the hell do I do? I didn't know, so I killed myself.
Oh no! So he came up. What was he doing? Just swearing? Could you see
like
his face and
incredibly swearing stuff. But he had like pornographic images, and oh my gosh!
But
Christina, someone told me, and I wasn't there. They said Christina Pate went on there and like ripped him a new a-hole. You know?
So you
It's
could see his face
funny you
and who
say
he
that.
was or not?
It's funny you say that, Ken, because in the images he was showing, and someone else was being ripped a new a-hole.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
So, could you see his face or not? Was it a blank screen or?
No, I had Michael Jackson, some Michael Jackson thing. I
What,
don't know.
what they were doing, they had their camera up on their TV, but it looked like a real person.
Yeah, like it took a picture of Thomas Andrew, so I thought it was Thomas Andrew.
And then the second they came up, they hit the old TV and it did. Funny.
Oh, I wish that was obviously.
It was a way that Kenny came up with so much authority. Right, that's it. I'm back. You can gone. Kenny, you did it again.
That was in my Virgin StreamYard days.
That was funny.
I would love to have seen that.
It was really good.
Oh dear, that's fantastic.
Martin Butler had the same. He had a bloke. He came onto my stream once and tried doing it on my stream, but he didn't get away with it with me. But I think he was Australian, funnily enough, and he had this really big black mullet, a proper mullet haircut. And he was sat there, and Mike, cool, you got one of them? Cool, that's a beauty. And he went, yeah, got one of these, and stood up, no clothes on.
Has that video been deleted, Mick? You got that?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I don't think we can edit out parts of StreamYard, can we?
Yes, you can edit out parts, but you lose the live chat replay if you do any editing on a video. That goes away.
That was back in the day when StreamYard hadn't long started up, so we was all new to it and getting used to dumping people out and what have you.
Funny,
yeah, funny.
Wasn't there an Australian that he was a DJ or something, and he'd come out swearing this and that, F and this?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Who was that?
Nick, who was that guy from England that was on mine, and he would go on everyone's stream like a DJ? Who was that guy? What the heck's his name?
Sparky. DJ Sparky.
No. There was a guy. Oh, what the heck was his name? He did live all the time, but it was a lot of swearing.
I saw with all these lights in the background.
Yeah, with all the lights. Exactly. He had all the lights, and he swore, and man.
Yeah, it was a crazy guy. Yeah, I forget him.
I gotta look in my band. He's in my band list. I gotta look him up.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's so funny. You see, it doesn't happen now because you're too prepared.
Yeah.
You're too prepared for it all now.
Some wild people.
But again, I think that YouTube has gotten better with a lot of, filters that they use. I mean, I don't know if they're actively filtering the verbal stuff, but anything in the chat that goes on, I think on Terrell's stream last Sunday, they obviously had some filters on there because a lot of stuff was getting auto moderated before we could even get a chance to.
Yeah, you got to put into your studio banned words. So
banned words, but there's also an option for potentially let YouTube decide if there's potentially questionable content. That's another tick off box.
Yeah. I put on they had this tryout filter thing you can try on your channel, but that just meant that 60% of my commenters they went into the filter.
Well,
so I clicked that off
words
again.
one time. You can get like a set of words one time, and I realized that like half of my content were going away because people would say, the nipple on that thing or whatever. It's like, boom, 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 boom,
No,
like all
no,
these
Gigantic started with that. Gigantic started with the brass nipple, and I said, no, it's called a nib, and that
right.
was
Oh yeah, but I mean, really innocent words in what we think of is not so bad, Ooh.
Yeah.
I have a whole list of swear words in Danish that I don't accept, and I put those in. So if you put that in, your comment goes. If you put in links, I don't want links because that opens up for everybody who wants to either sell porn or a gambling site.
And I see so many big channels that still allow links, and I guess they don't realize that's in the options that you can set up.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I do have to go and check that filter from time to time because sometimes there is and I can't tell why it was filtered out because the words are not there, but then I don't accept that people advertise for something in my comment stream because
you're gonna fall down again.
Advertising is money and I'm the one who's going to benefit. So I
Tom, you're gonna go backwards.
Yeah.
Oh no, I actually thought that when I let up.
Later, Jason.
Careful. so yeah, I have that in, but most of the time the I don't understand why it was filtered out. Maybe it's a letter combination it does or something. Because the text is not, there's nothing wrong with it.
Now, are you filtering Danish bad words?
Yes.
Or just English bad words? Okay.
No, Danish.
Gotcha.
I have very few commenters in English.
Just me.
And the one, yeah, well, you're one of them, Wayne. Thank
Except
you.
this crew.
Yeah, and but no, it works pretty well. But sometimes there are things filtered out. The thing about why was that filtered out? Because I don't see anything wrong with it. But maybe it does letter combination that can potentially be words that you don't want. I don't know what it does, but I tried to click that new thing. Whether it's like an extended filter.
Oh no, I don't do that. No,
it filters
I
off
guarantee that
everything.
will knock out, at least 50 or 60% of my comments.
Yep. So yeah, I took that off, but
Close,
no, and I had. Sorry, Wayne.
Close. I'm glad in this stream you mentioned that you were just a hobbyist, because all of the videos that I watched of yours, I always thought you were a trained technician or a mechanic because I couldn't understand anything you were telling me. But now that you've told me in English you're just a hobbyist, now I know.
Well, that's why it's called Hobby Motor.
I was wasn't the channel name a little bit of a giveaway there?
I am Wayne. I have never. I mean, I'm educated in trade. I'm a licensed freight forwarder. I work with HSE and have been doing that for the last 20 years. I'm an office mouse,
Yeah.
I've just been tinkering with machines since I was 13 years old, and I like it. And I only discovered when I was 20 that I was good at it. So, yeah. So yeah.
And you could get them up and running.
I can get them running. I can. My biggest challenge is that since I'm not trained within listening to engines and engine whispering, some of them are engine whispers. I have to take it apart to see what's wrong. I know what right looks like, so I have to confirm that it's wrong. I have an old mechanic downtown here where I live, in the little village I live in, and they. He's been a mechanic for like a gazillion years, and he listens to a chainsaw and says, yeah, it's the intake side that's the problem. Yeah. How the heck do you know?
Yeah.
Well, I can hear that he's doing this, doing that, and and I don't know until I get a pressure gauge on it.
Yeah.
But that's the difference.
Yeah. I got to go visit the urinal. I'll be back in a minute.
Say hi from us.
Yeah. I thought we were letting the cat out. I thought that's what
the only nice thing about it is that when people get something fixed here, it's fixed right, because I don't know how to fix it wrong.
You know, that's what I was going to say. You know, those people that are working for those big shops and everything that are supposed to be mechanics, they know less than you.
Right.
Some of them do.
Well, and there's a lot of people in the scooter world that they call it, put it on the butt dyno is what they call it. Yeah, that would have been banned in my word. But they like tune with how it feels, and I'm like, I'm just not that good. I gotta, pull out the plug, look at that. I mean, I don't really chop the plugs up, but I gotta look at it, and then I, try not to blow up my own scooter. You know what I mean? Because it's a pain, to swap out, the whole top end again if you're gonna blow it up.
The first time I've had a couple of arborists come by and have their chainsaw equipment serviced, and in the beginning I thought, well, they're just here to save money, right? And that's okay. That's what I help them with. But then the guy said one day, you know what? I want you to tune the saw. I said, yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's just been serviced. I said, what do you mean? I mean, I just had it to the dealer because they're still within warranty. The dealer doesn't know crap about tuning it. The last 5 saws I got from you, they are running perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
I said, what? And I'm not tooting my own horn here because I was a little bit like, huh? But I set them as when somebody comes in with a saw and is professionally used, I set this, I do the repair of the service. Then I set the saw according to the service manual. It means it runs this many RPMs, no load with a chain on. It runs this many RPMs at idle. And then when the guy comes and picks up, said, dude, we got to go outside. I got a log outside. You got to cut a slice. He says, no, I trust you. That's not what I mean. You have to cut a slice.
Yeah.
And he does that. He says, yeah, it's a little slow mid-range. Hold on.
Yeah.
And it goes, yeah, that's what I want. Have a good day.
Yeah.
People take the time to do it right. And then there's people like Tom that go way overboard technically to do it right on top of it.
I can't believe you just said that, Hank, to be fair, about Tom.
Tom is the biggest nerd of all of us.
What have you been talking about me?
Tom, you are a nerd, but there's a lot to be said for like at least trying to do it by the book.
Stop.
What?
I've just unmuted myself, and the first thing is, yeah, Tom, you are a nerd. What have you been saying?
Yeah, there you go, Tom.
But Tom, you are a nerd.
I'm not getting involved in this conversation. I'm tapping out.
Calling you a nerd.
Why is there a mute thing next to
of
Tom's name yet he's not muted?
No. Tom, it's a term of
shows the mute
endearment
sign now.
when
But
we
you're
talk
still
about you, Tom.
Yeah,
it's a term of endearment. Trust me.
Good luck, Stella, getting a word in here.
Tom, they're just trying to get out of
Tom,
trouble.
you are the nerd that we all would like to be, but we can't say it.
Right,
yes.
Right. What were you lot saying about me while I had my hair filter thing on?
You're a nerd.
Yeah, but why? Why did that even come up?
You're a nerd.
Because
they don't get it. Don't worry about it.
It's a term of endearment in regards to you. Anyone else we call a nerd, it's not a term of endearment.
I know that. How did that come up in conversation?
Over here, Tom, in the UK, Tom, we call that slagging someone off, but they're just not brave enough to say it, so I'll go ahead and say it.
How did it get started? What were you saying?
It got started on Klaus and me in many ways go by the book for a lot of things. That's where it started. And nerd is a good word.
And then there's Tom who goes overboard. You go IPL and workshop manual +5.
Yeah. Always, if I can,
and you know what?
Workshop
and you know what? And I love every minute of it.
Oh
do
yeah.
I know anyone? Do I know anyone who balanced their crankshaft? Absolutely not.
I'm glad you find that sort of information interesting, Klaus, because it absolutely bores the back teeth off of me.
well, I have to admit, it doesn't bore me. It's not something I would ever do, but it doesn't bore me because I can see the logic in it.
Hey, there's 2 Toms.
There you go, Tom. That's you up there at the top. That's what a nerd is.
Where's it? You got the pocket protector?
Yeah, the book. Wait, where's Pocket Protector? Hold on.
No, but I mean, in all honesty, look at Jake. Now he's not here. We can talk about Jake, right?
Yeah.
He's a super nerd.
Yeah.
No, I like it. I am a nerd.
Jake has done so much prep before he does a video.
There he is.
He doesn't even hold the meter wrong. I mean, it is textbook how to fix things, and I like it. I love every second of it.
So I'm going to go back. I'm going to make a cup of tea because I can't talk, and then I'm going to go and watch this stream. Then I'm going to come back in. So I'm going to see how it was all started.
Well, we'll find another name for you then.
That's the nerd in you, Tom.
Exactly. That's the nerd. You are exactly right. This is art imitating life. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's amazing because I'm an obsessive perfectionist, and unless it's done properly, it's not worth doing, in my opinion. Which is not a good stance to have, but it is what it is.
Why not?
That's the way you gotta look at it.
In many things in life, Tom, you are correct. There are some things, however, that I draw the line on.
But I mean, I think the real geniuses here are the ones, and Wayne, don't get me wrong, but this is about Jake. The real geniuses are the ones that can combine the nerd and the need for make money into one and make it roll.
Yeah. That's the answer.
That's the one, because Tom is a nerd, and trust me, whatever he balances, he doesn't make a cent on. And some of this, you don't make a cent on stuff that you balancing. The stuff I do sometimes, because it's not, nerd alert, I don't make any money on it. I spend money on it. I mean, look at my last tractor project. That cost me like 4,000 kroners, which is like $500, just to have it here.
Yeah,
it's rare that we lose money on anything.
But the ones that can combine the nerdy good workmanship / making money on it, those are the kings.
Yeah.
And a YouTube video and make a little pocket change on the video.
All right, I'll be back in a minute. I'll see you in 5. I'm watching this back. See which one of you tossers said things. Hank, I'm looking at you up there.
It was me.
See you, Tom.
What a nerd.
No,
yeah.
And that's one of the things when I watch Eliminated Performance, and it's one of many channels, but when Jake is on, I watch every second of it.
Yeah, he's pretty specific about what he's doing.
Yeah, and he prepped.
No, not really. That's all the video. No, I'm telling you, all the video that he does is on the spot while he's fixing it. That's what you're seeing. But what he'll do is he'll edit, because when he's speaking and he's doing it, he'll make a mistake while he's talking. So he'll re-record that section of speaking only, but he'll use the original video. So really, his videos are all while he's doing that repair.
I rarely re-record unless I really super mess it up. I just cut out the bad parts.
And his content comes from his customers, not from their comments or anything. It's just equipment shows up and he says, oh, here's something different that I haven't had a video on, or something that's added to what he did a video on before. He'll say, you know what, I got to do a video on this. So he might set that piece of equipment off until the next day and call the customer up and say, look, I'm going to do a video on that because I've never done this before. And then he videos it. But most of his editing is because of his speaking, because he's made a mistake while he's talking. So he re-records the voiceover.
Yeah. No, but
that happens to me all the time. My mouth moves a lot quicker than my brain.
Oh yeah, we all know. I know the feeling. No, but the thing is, when I watch YouTube videos, the only requirement I have to learn something. That's my requirement for watching a video, and I learn stuff. I mean, I don't learn. I mean, when Jake is checking out a coil, I don't learn anything there because I know how to check out a coil. But all of a sudden, he researched that's much resistance, and you do this and you do that, and hey, I didn't know that. I learned something.
Well, provided you can get the information.
And that's
Well-
what he says.
Yeah.
You know, and all of a sudden I'm fully aligned with what he's doing because I have problem getting the information too.
Yes.
Well, I'm always ready to learn something, and I'm not too proud to say I don't understand something. So somebody explain this to me. I've read the manual. It's not in here. It's my new Makita little wrench here. I mean, drill. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
So when you tighten down the chuck, you get to one
Yeah.
point right here, and it goes click once.
And
Do
it
I
locks
stop there or keep on going? Because I can go click, click, click more, like on your
Usually
gas
you
cap.
click once and it locks it so it won't unlock in the counterclockwise.
So I don't need to keep on going past that first click.
Shouldn't have to.
No.
All
You
right,
should-
because on my old thing, I really had to crank down on it to get it to really hang on to something.
When the Makita gets worn, you may want to do it 2 or 3 clicks, but that's like with everything
Well,
else.
it feels like it can go like about another, a few little turn, and then it's
and it
sort of
can.
clicky clicky.
Yeah. It's made for.
Is that Tom? No, that's John Cleese. Who is that?
John Cleese.
That's what I thought. Nice.
Completely different.
So
Yeah.
basically just one click and I'm done. And then you say if it gets worn, I can keep on clicking. Because I keep on going like on your petrol cap, click 3 times.
There was somebody that did a video that I remember watching. I forget, but it was exactly what you're asking about how you lock either a drill. I think it was on a drill.
Yeah, something like that.
But Makita has that clicking thing like Honda has on their fuel caps. It goes.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Well, it sounds
thought-
very different after that first click. It sounds and feels different. So
Yeah, I thought when I got this skill machine, right? I'm in with them, and the chuck here is all metal. I figured, okay, that's sturdy, that's nice. Let's tighten something up. The only thing it tightens up is that it takes off your skin of your hands when it rotates.
Right.
Because it's too. I wish it was plastic.
Well, Wayne, I think that video you were looking at was the guy talking about how if you just hold it tight and pull the trigger while it's at a high clutch setting, you will damage it. Whereas if you put it on a low clutch setting, you won't do that. That's people that hold it and he had said, I think that's the same video I watched where he said that this is how you mess it up.
I think it was the proper tightening of a drill clutch or something.
Oh,
And-
okay.
And I think he put down that not a lot of people know, and there's not a manual that shows the proper way to do it. It's like the guy with the vice grips, the proper way to use a pair of vice grips, but that's the one with the Allen head bolt on the end is to tighten that bolt down to give you the proper tightness.
Right, and that's really on the newer ones. The old ones,
Yes.
really old ones don't have that.
Correct.
Now to tighten
Hey,
a chuck,
I
you
noticed
tighten it-
mine has it.
You back off 1 click, right?
I don't know.
what?
I just crank mine tight. That's it. Away I go.
Yeah, but you tighten it tight and then you back it off 1 click, and then
Oh, okay.
it locks it.
But
On
Wayne,
a
you got-
drill.
Yeah.
When you got to see this one. I don't know. I think someone had a video on it. This is a Knipex.
Yeah.
This is the number.
Yeah.
Can't see it. It's blurry, but you
No,
can tell us.
I know. I'm sorry.
That's the new
This
one
thing.
that takes off the round head screws, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the ones. We don't have a set of those. We got to get a set of those.
Get one.
Yeah.
They're like
I mean,
like vampires, right?
Yeah.
It's like vampires here at the end.
Right.
Yes, but look at the teeth here.
Yes.
This thing will grab on harder than a vice grip.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing. And the nice thing is for fuel line clips, it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, this is the purchase of the year for me. Absolutely. Let me. The number here is 8202-200. I don't. You can't see it here because I don't think it. Does it blow? Can you blow me up, Kenny?
Hold on.
Now, who came with that design first? Vampire? I think they did, right?
Vampire came up with it.
Well,
hold on. I got a
for the end thing,
pair of
yes.
pliers. I got a pair of pliers here that are 40 years old. Okay, 40 years old. They're called gas burner pliers. Okay, and if you look at the end, they have that vampire type arrangement on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they call them gas burner pliers. This is from 1983. So it's been around for a while. And I use these on button head screws and things like that to get them off. It's not a new invention. It's just that Vampire used the channel locking mechanism, combined it with this, and said, "Hey, something new." You know?
Yeah.
No,
Well,
those are great.
I wish that would have fixed this, because I spent 2 hours trying to get this. I want to say a bad word. I want to call it a bad word thing out of that Honda, because it came out. I don't know if you can see how torn up it is. I mean, I was with everything.
Still,
you know.
I'm trying. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those.
Yeah, that got stuck in there.
Oh,
and
the
I
stud.
had-
Yeah, the stud. So, yeah, when you try and take off the recoil, the whole damn stud comes out. Yeah.
Man, it was. I tried it. It took me 2 hours to get this off, and I really damaged it pretty well. You could sort of see where I cut into it just a little bit. I mean, not enough to mess it up with the Dremel getting it off, but it
Well,
was
that's-
literally, it was awful.
What
That's
what
trying
you
to
have
get
to do is that if usually it's the top nut that gets stuck. So when
Yeah,
you
or top
try
nut
to
stuck to
unwind,
spin.
yeah,
Yeah, or
you
spin.
unwind that, and then it spins off. But last time
No,
I used
this one was seized on here, and I couldn't get it off. It was stuck into the
nut.
shroud housing.
The
And
nut
so
was
I-
seized on.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, see, it was stuck on there
Yeah.
really good, and
Yeah,
you can
the
see.
nut
I don't know
was
if you
stuck on, right? Not the part that went into the engine.
Yeah, but
block.
isn't one of those used for the coil as well?
No,
Yeah.
and this was not the one on the coil. This one in the back corner. I don't know if you can see this or not,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know, nut buster, cut it out, you know,
Yeah.
but it was
Yeah.
seized on there hard. I could not get it off.
But you're right, Kenny. One of them does hold the coil.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the reason that happens is people working on it using impact guns to put them back on, because
Ooh,
that's a serrated flange nut, right?
I don't think
Yeah.
anybody's onto this, and this nut is not.
Mom, what are
it's
you
not
doing?
flanged.
Oh, it's not serrated on the bottom.
No, it is not.
See, normally they got
'Cause
the
it goes-
serrations on them.
Yeah, but that
And
this one
you can
goes into
see where I
plastic.
like with anything, just
Yeah.
trying to I just mangled it. I mean, I'm still going to put it back on, but I'm going to put it back in with some Loctite in the engine case, and I'm just going to put like a nut and a washer on this guy. I'm not obviously going to. I mean, I guess I could reuse this nut. Look, it actually still sort of threads on there.
We've got
Stella-
engines
Stella-
that have come
Stella-
in here where
Stella, this is the stuff you want to use when you put it into the.
Is that
Yeah.
is that the red Loctite? Is that the stuff that won't
No,
come out
it is-
again?
it is red, but it's called 263. It's
I was
heat
just going to
resistant.
use
yeah.
blue stuff. That's the medium strength. Use the high strength.
That won't do it. The medium stuff will stop
It'll melt.
working when the engine gets hot.
Oh, see,
What
damn,
temperature
you're
does
so
that go to,
smart,
Klaus? Klaus,
You
what
are-
temperature?
Klaus. You are such a
100
nerd.
yeah, I know. Thank you.
Thank you.
150 degrees C.
Oh, okay. Then I'll use the red.
Yeah.
I'll use the red Loctite then. That'll be
What does
fine.
mine go
Well,
to?
Yes.
this is not regular red Loctite. This is 263. It is heat resistant.
That's even more high temp.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, I got it too, Klaus. I didn't even know it
Yeah,
was
What are you putting that on? Are you putting
know.
that on the
If somebody
stud that
had-
goes not into the engine block, right?
Yes.
It's a stuff that, yeah, it goes, yeah. But this is the one you talked about, Wayne.
Yeah, flange
like this one.
serrated. Yeah.
Yeah. These, I see people use these
That's a
on
green
chainsaws because they lost their the nuts that they came with. This thing will chew away at anything. Plastic. Yeah, there you go. That's 290. That's
Yeah. I like
290.
I like this.
That's
I love
green.
this.
This is
This
what
one
I
there.
have, and this
This is the
goes
one
up
I-
to.
I like this one. While Stella's finding that out, I like this
That's
because
the
A
bear.
hundred-
That-
150
Now
centigrade. Is that not
There we
hot
go.
enough?
hold
Okay,
on.
So the big
Hold on.
question is, if the stud that goes into the ignition coil, you put red Loctite on it. When you got it, if you got to change the coil, how are you going to get that stud out?
Well, you have to heat the case with a torch, but it's not going on the stud.
Oh, it's
Klaus?
You're not putting it on the stud. Don't put it on the nut.
No, don't put it on the nut. No, put it on the stud.
Because the nut holds a plastic cover and you can't put any heat to it to get it out.
Yes, and that's I would have put heat on it to get it out. Klaus, you're showing off, man. Me too.
I know. There you go. There you go. There you go.
But
there you go.
I don't remember any of that stuff. It just went one ear out the other.
I do. It says use Loctite.
Wait, is this Loctite day? What are we doing with Loctite today? What are we doing?
Hold on.
What's the temperature range? Tell me the temperature range of that, Klaus.
Up to 100 and the 263 is up to 150 degrees C.
That's what this is, 150 degree Pro Seal Permatex.
Ken, look at what Tom is using.
I like this one this is my favorite for cylinder head bolts. Because what I do, I'll tighten them down. I'll then use the engine, re-torque it, and then I put a little bit of this on, and I don't have to take it apart again, and it will seal it in place. This is a wicking grade. This is brilliant for those sorts of
green. Yeah, green.
Well, it's a wicking one, so you can apply it without having to take it apart again. Perfect for cylinder.
Who has this one?
Do you like that one, Klaus? That's the easy to release, heavy, strong stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does it do what it says? Is it better than
the orange?
It works. Yeah, it's orange. It's Permatex orange. It's called thread locker. It's
the medium strength.
No, it's high strength.
High strength,
but it's removable without heat.
Now, Klaus, can you use that in place of blue?
Yes.
And there's no what's the disadvantage? Is it expensive? It's expensive. Must be expensive. Okay. Yeah.
Hank, it looks like they're all nerds now.
Oh, yeah, we're all nerds. We're all nerds. There you go, Tom. Thank you for dragging us down to being nerds.
Well, this is the stuff when I really need the super duper heavy duty heat stuff. This is up to 204 degrees centigrade.
Let's talk about sealants. I want to show
Let's
you my
talk
favorite
about
sealant.
sealants.
Let's talk about oil.
Let's talk about lubricants.
No lubricants. No lubricants.
My favorite.
I think the only thing we use the red Loctite on is when the drain tubes, the pipe comes out of the block when it loosens up. We'll drain it out, clean the threads out. We'll put red Loctite on that, and then it never comes apart.
Yeah.
Can I just do a plug for this quickly?
Tom, do I have to start taking out my Durco and my 518?
Hold on. Who said sealant? Who said sealants?
No. Now let me ask you a question. Okay. Do you guys have the cleaning compound to put in there that you clean the threads with? They showed us that in school.
It's called Primer T or Primer N.
I use
acetone. How many guys you guys have that, Klaus?
I do.
Brake cleaner. Surely.
Yeah, I use
no. Usually it's called primer. It's an activator.
Right.
No. Klaus, I want to tell you. Did I tell you about this one, Klaus?
No. What is it?
So I was talking to Hank about it the other day. This is my replacement for Durco HT, and the things that I love are it never seals up in the thing. It always stays liquid. It's the same. 1215 is the same as Yamabond 4, and it doesn't smell. It cures it slower than Durco, but it never seals up in the tube. You never lose it. For like for pans for like 2-stroke clamshells.
I mean, I have this whole thing, but this is the one I go to the most.
What's that one?
Moly.
Liquid moly, spray on. It's like black RTV.
Yeah,
it works.
It's like right stuff. I love the right stuff. Yeah.
Does it seal in the tube?
This is like the right stuff. It just and it has no curing time. You don't have to wait. Just put it on, back next.
Does it seal up in the tube, Klaus? Does it seal up in the tube?
Yeah, of course. But
This
I
one
use a
doesn't.
squirt.
Clean on it.
This
I just take the tube off and reverse blow
Yeah.
it and then.
Yeah.
But this stuff here, this is the universal one. It doesn't have any particular properties other than it seals well. It's like the right stuff. But
Gang, I
the
gotta
last
run again.
time the last time I had my
Take
right
care.
stuff, it dried out. Take care, Wayne.
Bye,
Say
Wayne.
hi to Jake from
Okay.
us.
All right, will do. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye, Wayne.
Bye bye.
So-
Stella. Bye everybody.
So how much
Bye, Wayne.
torque do I put this on with into the aluminum engine head?
Just go with a click. It'll be
You
fine.
talking inch pounds or Newton meters or what are you talking?
I'm asking you guys.
You gotta ask Jim Condon. He's
Stella,
Mr.
Stella,
Program.
trust your wrist.
Wrist.
I got my calibrated arm here. I just say click and I'm done.
One turn with a wrist.
I don't have the calibrated arm, but
You do.
I'm doing this
come
now.
on, Stella, come on, you do. I've seen it.
I don't think I do.
We do. Just put it in there, tighten it up, you'll be good.
Wait, I forgot to tell Wayne, say hi to Bill. No, trust me.
I already looked. Already looked when I let the cat out.
Kenny.
In.
Kenny.
Oh,
You're terrible,
No,
Kenny.
that's just a euphemism for. Isn't that what you guys say? Like when my bladder is singing anchors away? Is that not the same thing?
ooh, I never
Yeah.
heard that one.
You haven't
Well,
heard
just-
that?
No, you know, you get.
Mine
go see
was
a man-
singing
gotta
just
go
a
see
while
man
ago. I
about
just
horse.
went nuts. No, but Stella, all jokes aside, just put the damn thing in there, tighten it up, and you'll be good.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to use pliers because I think I probably boogered up the little 10mm guy.
Yeah.
Let me see.
When I watched James Condon, you know, he loves his torque wrench, which is, I think it's a good way to go. But I tried it because I figured, okay, I can learn something here, and I start using my torque wrench a lot more. It sucks. It takes too long.
Oh, I know it does take a lot of time, but here I've kind of boogered these threads up. I don't know if I can get a good wrench on there anymore. Nah, I can get that on there good enough, I think.
It's a 14mm, I think.
No, it's 10.
10. Sorry.
Yeah, the one
okay.
I boogered up. Yeah.
You have that Tom.
He left.
Oh,
Well,
Tom.
you can just put it with a nice grip. The
Right.
only thing, I mean that certificate from Loctite, Stella, that you have. The only thing I learned from that is that if you put a bolt into a blind hole, you have to put the Loctite in the hole.
I thought
You
it was the
can't
other way
put it-
around.
No,
Yeah, 'cause won't the air keep it from going down?
It normally is, but when you put it in a blind hole, you have back pressure.
yeah, the air
And
will
it
push
put-
the lock that it won't go down. Yeah.
Yeah, so you
I
gotta
just
you,
broke this
you gotta
hole.
put Loctite in the hole before you put the stud in.
Well,
That's
here's
the only
deal.
thing
I just measured the depth of this hole, and it's that deep, so I've got a half
Yeah.
inch to spare.
Yeah, but you still have back pressure.
You got to flood it
You got to put
Oh.
the Loctite in the hole.
so
That's-
it works its
and-
way
That's
up as you
right,
go
I
down.
remember now.
Yeah. That's the only thing I learned from that training course.
Yeah, but that little bottle doesn't have enough to fill that.
Oh no, you don't. No, Hank, you don't fill it. You just make sure it goes on the threads in the
Yeah.
like it's 3 drops tops.
Well,
Let it-
and the
let it roll
problem
down
is
the thing.
this hole is recessed in there too, so I don't have this might be kind of hard, difficult.
No, put it on the threads and let it walk down the threads. Don't
Yeah,
pour
but
it
you got to
down the hole.
put it on the threads in
Yeah,
the
let
hole.
it drip off the bolt and just touch it real quick. It'll drip into the threads.
Well, like I
Yeah.
said, it's the threads are about that recessed deep, so I really don't have a good nozzle here.
No.
Just Put a
Stella,
couple of drops in the hole and jam it in there.
Put
You'll
it
be
on a
good to go.
Q-tip and just go around a little bit. That's all.
What did it say?
But
That's the air coming out.
That's a technical term.
that's like the muffler chisel.
I'm turning the mower. I'm turning the mower on its side, and I'm gonna try to let it dribble into the hole some.
There you go. It'll be fine. No, but in all honesty, these nuts with that
With the serration.
serrated, yeah.
Yeah.
People use these when they lose the nuts on the chainsaws for holding the bar.
Oh yeah, digs right in.
This one digs into it. It can destroy us all.
Yeah, it's
I
used
only use
once,
these.
basically. You
Huh?
throw it away. Use it once and then that's it. It won't do the same job it did when they first installed it.
No, but if they keep using it, it keeps digging into the material.
Plastic.
The plastic or whatever sleeve is in there. These are horrible. I mean, no, they're good for some applications, but chainsaw bars, no.
Yeah, but if you look, it digs in when you tighten it, and then when you back it off, it breaks off that dug
It should
in.
rip. It should rip the material off, so you keep on making a counter bore into what you're cutting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. They're good for
All right.
something.
Hey,
Not
Stella, you got more to say, hon? Because I'm going to end it. It's been almost 2 hours, and I got to get upstairs.
No, man, you guys are doing great. I appreciate all the help. I'm putting that stud in right now.
There you go.
There
All
you
right, I'm
go.
going to end it.
Yeah.
I got to go upstairs. So thanks to everybody, Klaus, Hank,
Thanks,
Stella,
everybody.
everybody in the chat, Mick, and everyone who joined us, Wayne, everybody. We will talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Take care, guys
Bye.
and girls.
Let's see how long it takes to end.
I'm still here.
Hey.